it comes with much sadness that I must report the fact that Manglobe's actually gone out of business and gone bankrupt. Supposedly, there's not been a concrete confirmation that they actually have gone into bankruptcy, or they haven't. And I think there's been staff members who are denouncing it, and there's also some of us who are actually announcing the fact they've gone bankrupt. And then tweets have been deleted left, right, and centre. So there's kind of a bit of a stigma in this whole thing that if there's actually a concrete proof that they actually have gone out of business, because Anime News Network hasn't reported on the fact they have, and no one in this vicinity has said yes they have gone out of business. And yeah, I mean, because my client, because it's a bit bright, but no, I mean, it's sad to see this animation company go, because of all the flack I gave it. Holy crap, they were masters of world building. God, they did world building so freaking well that you got invested into the world they built. Like, take for example Proxy. Proxy is a prime example of a world that was built out of absolutely an original idea, and it freaking worked magically. And it was so freaking underrated that it just kind of went underneath the radar and no one knew about it. And yeah, it's really sad because holy freaking hell, it's one of the best animes, in my opinion, ever created. It works so freaking well. It's beautiful. The world they created was beautiful. The characters they made in it made you question morals. It was a morality kind of thing. And that's not just that. They have made loads of animes, which, again, I didn't even know half the ones they made. And I was brought to attention by by a website in Japanese that told me, yeah, they actually made world building those, which I haven't seen personally. But again, I know of it. I know it's very, very good. So yeah, it goes without saying that a lot of these companies which have originality and a lot of good ideas are going out of business. Not every single one of them. I've only seen two prime examples being Gainax and Manglobe. And it's sad because Gainax is one of my favourite animation companies. And they're completely gone now since all their assets have gone to Kara or to other places. So yeah, it's a sad, sad day to report the fact that, yeah, they've gone out of business. But I mean, I can understand why, because all their animes they've made, in the past 2 years, I don't remember what they made any last year, I can't remember on the top of my head, but all the ones made in the past 2 years have had really, really bad production issues. Here's my Samurai Flamenco. That was plagued. It was plagued by animation. I think it was animation problems and some other things that it happened, but it was a production hell for Manglobe. And then you have Gangsta. Gangsta is probably the nail in the coffin, I would say, for them. I would say, in essence, Gangsta wasn't the magnum opus, but it was their swan song. It's their final anime they could ever come out and say, God, guys, we've made this. And yeah, it's a sad concept to even begin to report on it, because god damn it, I like Gangsta. With the really bad ending it had, I absolutely adored the way that they actually handled the anime. Yeah, the animation was atrocious at points, but I didn't really care. The world they built, the characters they made into it, and the originality it had, it just carried everything across. You just didn't care. I mean, some people did, and those people are complete assholes. I don't like people who judge anime on animation. Yeah, it's a prime thing you have to judge, but if the characters and the world they created is good enough, then why can't you just let the animation slide a bit? 'Cause I just don't find it an important thing. If the anime's atrocious, let it be. Trigger's a prime example of this kind of thing. Should Trigger do bad animation, but their animation is so good that you just don't care? I mean, Killer Kill's an example of that. But it's just, again, a bit of a tangent, but it's just, Gangsta's a good example of an anime that it worked, but it didn't at the same time, and I think that's a nail in the coffin. They ran out of production budget, and it was only 12 episodes long. That's what the worst thing was. Samurai Flamenco was 24, so you can understand there's problems in Manglobe, but they make such good animes, you just don't care about the production wise. You just don't care because they make such good animes. You just don't, and it's sad to see them go. Because I've given flack to Manglobe because, yes, the Gangster ending was awful. I don't think they could end it any other way. I think they kind of ended it with a cliffhanger, but at the same time ended the story because they couldn't continue it. Because this was the final anime they could ever produce. Granted, there could be another anime. Manglobe might exist, or might sell the assets off. Hell, they could get to Madhouse. Madhouse can do a good gangster anime. They did Black Lagoon, for God's sake. But, yeah, it's just sad to see them out, because I think originality is starting to disappear into anime. I mean, yes, the mangas they're based off original, and sometimes you get the original made animes which do hold originality in them, and it does carry the story along. But Manglobe do that to an extent that's further than other animes, in my opinion. I think, in entirety, I think I have never ever hated one Manglobe anime. Besides Gangsta's ending, that's beside the point. We don't talk about that. But it's just, yeah, it's a sad concept to even see them remotely disappear off the radar. Yes, they could in theory merge with someone else to get bought out, but you'd think that they would realize, maybe, guys, we can't finish this off. Let's just give it to someone else. Maybe they were tasked with something too big and they couldn't handle it. Because I mean, Gangsta was stylish. It was stylish. It had an eye for cinematography and it had an eye for everything like that, and it worked that way. And it just hurts my heart that I have to say R.I.P. Manglobe, because they're gone. Supposedly they're gone. It's concrete. I might even give an update if there actually is an official confirmation, because holy hell, I do wish this is fate, because Manglobe don't deserve to go. If anyone deserves to go, I think it's Arms. I despise Arms. Or the guys who do Elfen Lied. Those ones, they appeal to one genre and they just keep to that. I just don't like them at all. But again, no one deserves to go, but I just don't like some anime studios. But it's a sad day to report that it's just gone. It's just gone. I mean, I don't want to see him go. I want to make him more. I want to make a Gangster season 2, because if they're giving a budget, they could do it. They could do it. But just they need to realize if they can do it in the first place, then take the project on. If they can't do it, then leave it. Give it to someone else who can. Madhouse could have done a better job, in my opinion, on Gangsta. Maybe not thematically wise, but maybe. Yeah, but they could have collaborated as well. That's another thing, they could have collaborated. There's a lot of anime studios collaborating now, and they could have collaborated and made with someone else, because a lot of Arms animes are now collaborating with someone else. I think it's Studio Phil sometimes. But, yeah, it's just, they should realise before they actually start doing anything that they are doing this, and it's good for them. I think that's how I picture it. Certain animes don't need to be made. Like, they can stay in manga. Like, Kagami no Shireki no Hime stayed as a manga for 10 years almost. It came out in 2006. It just got animated this year. So you can see certain animes just don't need to be animated. But, I mean, with all that said, I have been a driver, and it's been a sad day to report that Manglobe is officially, well, not officially, supposedly gone. With all that said, I have been a driver, and I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.